One of the greatest technological achievements of the 19th century was the completion of the first transcontinental railroad across the United States that united a nation. It is forever celebrated as the Golden Spike National Historical Park under the National Park Service banner. The Last Spike site is an honored and celebrated place. The completion of the country's first transcontinental railroad and the wedding of the rails ceremony commemorated this historic event. Many historians point to the Last Spike site as the single most important site in our country. The transcontinental line was completed May 10, 1869. It was July 30th, 1965, that the Golden Spike National Historic Park was established under the protection of the National Park Service. For the 110th anniversary, two bright, shiny, and truly functional replicas of Jupiter and number 119 locomotives arrived at Golden Spike National Historical Park. These locomotives continue to draw crowds from around the world, capturing their imagination and sparking their interest about days gone by. The image of Jupiter and 119 facing each other across the Last Spike site has become an image recognized around the world. Now, would the true colors of Jupiter and 119 be forever enshrouded in the black and white images of historic photos? With the completion of the replica locomotives in 1979, the Jupiter and 119 burst upon the scene in living color. Ward Kimball, one of the 6 original Disney animators, was commissioned to head the painting operation. Absent any documentation of the actual colors of Jupiter and 119, Kimball chose bright reds and vermilions for eye-catching popular appeal. Although the original colors of the Jupiter and the 119 in 1869 cannot be verified exactly or completely, it was ultimately decided that the new color schemes proposed by Wilkie would be more historically accurate than the colors and replicas had been painted. Here, the reborn Jupiter and number 119 are tangible representations of another era and serve as striking symbols for one of the most important events in our nation's history. Costumed reenactments of the 1869 ceremony start Memorial Day weekend and occur every Saturday until Labor Day weekend. Visitors to the park can see the location of the Last Spike site, 1869 railroad construction features, walk or drive on the original railroad grade, and get an up-close view of Victorian-era replica locomotives. Earlier this summer, we had the opportunity to go out to the Golden Spike National Historical Park northwest of Salt Lake City. It's an amazing place to view some of the most important history of the United States, where railroad tracks were laid from east and from the west and completed and brought together this nation by train. There is so much to see of the history out there, and these two replicas of the Jupiter and number 119 locomotives reenact some of that history every Saturday during the summer. But the park is open throughout the year, and it is certainly worth going out there to visit. In the same area, there is a rocket museum and many more wonderful areas to explore. After visiting this historic site, we continued on to Wendover, that sits at the border of Nevada and Utah. After spending the night there with our 2 pups, we hooked up with the road that follows part of the Pony Express Trail, where so much history happened. It's a beautiful drive, and we saw many fascinating aspects of the history of Utah and our country, as well as just enjoying the incredible scenery along the way. I'll be putting up another video shortly that documents the drive from Golden Spike to Wendover and our stay there overnight, and then our drive back to Salt Lake City the next day along the Pony Express Trail, which is filled with history of the Pony Express endeavor. We also came across about 100 wild horses along the side of the road, which was an amazing sight to see. There were many small bands of 4 to 10 horses, all interacting. What an incredible experience to watch so many wild horses. If you're enjoying this channel, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and giving us a big thumbs up, as that helps our channel grow. If you have comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. We really appreciate the ability to communicate with our community. And until the next video, remember, keep following your dreams, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.